for the rest of the finals. You might as well win, damn it. The Heat, since I got a oops. We're on. There we go. See? Just when you least expect it and something slips out of your mouth that shouldn't have slipped out of your mouth, you are on the air. And that goes to show you, always be vigilant, ladies and gentlemen, about what you say. Okay?
Pay attention. Pay attention.
Pay attention. Matter of fact, just don't say anything bad at all if you can help it. Keep your mind focused. It's when you're not focused, the things slip out and make you look like you're an idiot. Okay, Amazing Great Sports Network here. Okay, on the NBA Mondays. NBA Monday, because now we're going to be doing the games right after the. Let me turn this down a bit. We're going to be doing the games right after. Or we're going to be doing the podcast right after the games. That's right. So whenever there's a finals game, we will be doing the podcast the next day. Why? Because you deserve it, and because it's fresh, and we need to get this out. What we saw, what we think we saw, what we could have seen, what might be happening, and all the speculation that comes with who's going to win the next game, which is really the important thing when you're watching these. Who's going to win the next game? I am Clay Morris. This is
Erick K. James.
He is fresh and ready to go. Okay, he was out exercising, pouring concrete earlier, just to get hard for the podcast. Well, there's been 2 games played, Mr. James. What has happened?
Well, they split 1-1 in Denver,
huh?
1-1 in Denver.
Yeah, Denver lost their first home game in 9. I believe it was 9 games there. So the Heat were the first ones to pull it off. What does that mean? Well, let's go over the first game. Let's see. They lost the first game 104-103. They lost by 11, but it was closer than that at times. Miami was down for a period of time, and then Miami brought themselves back up. They were only down by 4 or 6 at a time, and they could have had it, but they did not do it. I think the most telling thing we might want to say during the first game is Miami was just 2 for 2 in free throws, and Denver Nuggets were 16 for 20. And Jimmy Butler said, hey, guys, we got to take the ball to the basket. So they took the ball to the basket. And in the second game, Miami was 18 for 20, and Denver was 19 for 22. So it was close. It was close enough so that Miami pulled it out. So it's basically an even game in free throws last night, in which they lost.
Field goals, too?
Field goals, too, yeah. What was the field goal? Give us the field goal thing again.
Field goals was 39. They threw up 75, and Denver threw up 75. They hit 39. Miami threw up 79 and hit 38.
I think there was some sort of disparity in the 3-pointers. So I think Miami made more three-pointers.
Let's see. Miami they threw up 35 and they hit 17. And Denver put up 28 and hit 11. So that was it. So it looks like the 3-pointers is what won the game, because Miami decided to play just like Denver. Play a lot in the paint and throw them free throws when they could. They didn't live and die off the 3-pointers like our team, our favorite Celtics.
The Celtics. Yeah.
Like that's all you can do. They went back to the locker room and said, you know what? These guys are playing a lot in the paint. We got to have to learn to play. We got to bang in the paint and make things happen. We're still going to shoot our threes, but we're going to play offensive rebounds.
And we're going to play inside out, which means we will dump the ball inside so that the ball can come outside to open threes.
There you go.
Not contested threes, because Miami's going to fly at you contested threes. Jamal Murray, Michael Porter. They're going to fly at you in contested threes. If you just think you're going to stand out there and shoot a three, Jason Tatum, they're going to come fly. Jaylen Brown, okay? It has to go inside first. You got to have a presence inside. And then when you pass the ball outside, you will be open, which is basically how I saw Miami score a lot of their 3-pointers. Gabe Vincent was wide open. Yeah, on balls that went inside and came back out. So it's a tie series. The Nuggets won the first game, 104-93, and the Heat won the second game, 111-108. But here's the thing. The first game was a little bit closer than that score put out, And the second game wasn't as close as the score might indicate, because Miami was ahead and in the lead going down the stretch. Denver did make a run at it, but nah. Miami just held on.
It's more of a chess game now. Let's see what the coaches are going to do next. Because they've seen what Joker can do. He's going to score. He's going to score every night.
25, 30 points every night.
He's going to do his thing. So, if you can control his cast and make his cast take harder shots, that would be the difference. That would be the difference in Porter, Caldwell, Murray, Gordon,
Jeff Green. Jeff Green from the old Celtics days. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, come on, guys. Don't be the tell.
Kevin Love.
Big time Kevin.
Big time Kevin.
He put 6 points up, 22 minutes, 6 points.
Yeah.
2 for 6 3-pointers, 2 for 9 field goals, 3 rebounds. No, 10 rebounds. Sorry. 10 rebounds.
Right. Plus 18 in the plus minus column.
Come on, Kevin Love. He's filling some slots.
Woo! He's filling up some things there. Bam Adebayo plus 17. Gabe Vincent a plus 22. That's a pesky little guy.
Yeah.
I noticed him early in the season, and maybe even last season, playing defense more than anything else. I knew that he had a shot, but the Heat, as we see with Pat Riley and Erick Spoelstra, really make you play defense. Caleb Martin. I mean, I noticed Caleb Martin because he was a pretty good shooter and he had a twin. And he scored effortlessly when he was with the Panthers, but he couldn't, with the Bobcats, but he couldn't get in the lineup. They have so many players that they're playing. That they're paying. The guys who are getting paid are the ones that are going to play. So he's stuck down the end of the bench. And next thing I know, he's in Miami. And, I don't hear a peep out of him then. He don't even take three or four shots a night because he hasn't playing defense. As a matter of fact, he rode the bench last year. Didn't even get off the bench that much last year. This year, after he's got the defensive rotations down, he's out there on the floor and scoring. So, Gabe Martin, Gabriel Vincent was playing defense long before I know that he had a shot. He was in your jockstrap. The Celtics, he was in Marcus Smart's jockstrap all last year's series. This guy is playing some tough, hard-nosed defense for a guy who's only 5'5", 5'2". He looks like freaking Nate Robinson's out there. He's so small.
Who are we talking about? Gabe Vincent?
Gabe Vincent.
Gabe Vincent's 6'3".
Well, but everyone else out there, he looks small. You know what? He's one of those small 6'3s. They gave him 6'3 to make him look big. I don't think he's 6'3.
He might be true 5'9".
Yeah, he looks 6'3. But don't have that guy out there playing defense on you.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in your jockstrap like you stole something, and he's gonna body you up. He was trying to body up Nicole. He got on the pick and roll. He ended up with Jokic a couple of times, and he actually tried to stand his ground. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh!
He's standing in the seat of his pants.
Oh my gosh! Joker was just going right through him and everything, but he wasn't backing down.
That's it.
So. There we go.
He's small enough to strip the ball, so that works still.
He was trying to strip the ball. Bam Adebayo was trying to stand his ground and poke the ball away when Jokic was backing him in. Yeah. And a lot of these guys didn't get any help with Jokic. He just, that's what it was.
Well, again, they decided to let him get his points, but he can't win the game by himself.
No, he can't.
So if you can shut everybody else down, he can score 60 points, and they're not going to win.
And they're not going to win. The old Celtic strategy of let Wilt Chamberlain score his 30, 40, and 50. But you better be on Hal Greer and Wally Jones and the rest of those darn guys out there because we ain't letting them score. Don't let them score, darn it.
That's it. If you have someone that's just unstoppable, you got to let them do their thing, man. What are you going to do? You're going to run right through 1, 2, 3 of y'all and get the foul.
And get the foul. Yeah. So Bam Adebayo is doing a good job because Bam Adebayo is a very good defensive player, and he's picking his spots. I saw him block Joker's shot once or twice, but he's picking his spots when he's going after it. He's not just trying to make an all-out effort from the beginning of the game to go out there and try to stop Jokic, block his shot, or steal the ball. So play good defense, stay in front of him, in back of him, shield him, and pick your spots, and that's what he's doing. So I'm just going to go off a couple of particulars I think you should know about the second game. Let's put it this way. In the first game, Matt Strus was 0 for 9. Jimmy Butler was, Matt Strus was 1 for 10, 0 for 10. Jimmy Butler was 6 for 14. Caleb Martin was 1 for 7. Bam Adebayo 13 for 25, and Gabe Vincent 7 for 14. In the second game, it reads like this. I'll even give you the scores. Butler had 14. Butler had 13. Martin had 3. Adebayo had 26. Vincent had 19, and Matt Strus had 0 because he didn't make a shot. Here's what happened in the second game. Kevin Love started, gave him 6 points, but then Jimmy Butler came in, 7 for 19, 21. Bam Adebayo, 8 for 14, 21. Gabe Vincent, 8 for 12, 23. And Matt Strus, 4 for 10 for 14. A complete turnaround.
Yeah. Kevin Love made up by giving him rebounds, 10 rebounds.
10 rebounds. He used to be a major rebounder in this league.
Adebayo gave him 9 rebounds. So they're playing offensive ball. They're doing their thing.
So they're getting rebounds. A couple of them are offensive too. Jimmy Butler had 2 offensive rebounds.
Oh yeah, got the defense. Yeah. Kevin Love got 3 offensive rebounds. Butler got 2. I think that's key to the game, man. If the offensive rebounds can balance out with the defensive rebounds, we're killing it.
You're going to kill it. But here's the thing with offensive rebounds. In order to get offensive rebounds, you have to take 2-point shots. It's hard to get shots, offensive rebound on 3-point shots because they bounce so far. They do, because you're shooting from out there. When that ball hits that rim, if you don't make it, if it don't go through, that thing is bounding.
Well, it's called crashing the boards. Crash the boards. So you're
trying to crash the boards on the 3-point shot. Might not be the best idea, but on 2-point shots, generally the ball is going to be in the area of the rim, not bouncing 10 feet out.
Yeah.
So you're better off getting a offensive rebound on a 2-point shot. And the Celtics ain't getting that because they're jacking up 3-pointers. Why are we even talking about this? I don't even want to talk about them. It's just like pain. Like Mr. T said, what are you going to feel? I'm going to feel pain. That's what I predict. Pain. So, yeah.
Hey, when they asked Butler how's his ankle feel when he rolled his ankle during the Celtics series, he said it feels like a sprained ankle or rolled ankle. It feels like a rolled ankle. What do you think? It hurts.
Yeah, you're going to tell anybody. He might even, it might have even hampered a lot of his play because he has not been, totally outstanding going off. He does do things during the game. He does make himself known. Make his presence felt during the game, but he has not gone off. I think
everybody else has stepped up, so why he don't need to?
Yeah, you got Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin shooting the lights out of the darn ball.
Yeah.
Duncan Robinson coming in and jacking up threes from half court.
Man, look here.
What do they feed in these Heat guys? Because these guys have like serious confidence and character now.
Oh, you said it. They got a bowl of confidence, a bowl of determination, and they put them all into one. And they're
doing it.
Nobody's collapsing. Let's not collapse.
And it's my assertion that the Nuggets might collapse.
Nah.
I'm just saying.
I don't see that happening.
The first game was closer than it should have been. Miami had a chance to get him at the end, and they got him the second game.
Well,
and if that's the case, Miami is starting to, do a tune on the Nuggets. And if the Nuggets do not get their act together quickly as far as character building goes, this is going to go downhill quickly.
I think it's going 7.
I think it's going to go 6. I think they'll win at home here once or twice. He's going to go back out to the Nuggets where they will win one. Go back to Miami where they will close it out in Game 6. Sorry, everybody. Hate to give good people bad news. Hate to give good people bad news. But then again, listen, I could be wrong. I said the Celtics were going to sweep the Heat.
They did. They swept them right on up out of here.
Right in Game 7, swept them all out to Denver. Yeah, there you go, Denver, going out to Denver. You don't even. I think Miami had booked a flight from Boston to Denver. Like, we're not even going back to Miami because we know we're going to win this game. How? That's just a slap in the face. So what is this noise that I hear in Boston? Because I'm not in Boston. I have to ask Mr. James. What is this noise I hear in Boston about that? Supposedly the owner, Rick Grossbeck, went into the Celtics locker room and started reaming them.
Really?
Well, that's what I heard. Yeah, a friend of mine from Boston called me up and said, this is all over talk radio, that Rick Grossbeck went in there and read them a riot act and everything and, pissed the players off. And I'm like,
is that the same guy that mishandled the whole season?
Well, we could say that. I mean, he's the guy who put Ime Udoka on skates and let him.
Saying, you ain't making all that. You're not doing a great job doing, as an owner, being fair across the board. So you went as far as you were going to go right there this year.
Well, yeah,
we weren't going through Denver.
No. But my thing is that I think it's a plant of a story anyway, because I've met Rick Grossbeck, and you probably met him and seen him. This guy couldn't scare a Girl Scout from selling cookies.
Oh,
so I think somebody's trying to get out of the Celtics team, get off the Celtics team. We might have an idea who that is, by putting this out there that Rick Grossbeck is an overbearing owner. Rick Grossbeck. Rick. This guy is no. He might have mishandled the Ime Udoka thing, but he's not an overbearing owner by any sense of the imagination. So somebody's putting it out there so they can get out of town. I wonder who that might be.
I
wonder. Yeah, Rick Grossbeck has, been part owner of that team for like the last 15 years, and we haven't heard peep out of him. But anyway.
Well, now he's reaming people.
Yeah, now he's reaming people. He's going in there and telling the players what to do, when, and how. Yeah. Sheesh, with this guy, is he on drugs or something now?
I'm the big guy now.
I'm the big guy now. And I think Rick likes to play the background. So I don't know why that's out there, but that's my guesstimation. So when I told my source, I said, listen, you might want to think about this. You think the Celtics put that out there? You think, who's that coming from? It's coming from somebody's agent.
Yeah.
He's too hard on the players. Rick Grossbeck went in there, was hard on the players. Now, Marcus Smart, ain't going to be Marcus Smart's agent. Ain't going to be Jason Tatum's agent. Ain't going to be Al Horford's agent, because Al's looking for a new contract. Robert Williams. It's only a couple of guys that might be putting that information out there because they're coming up on free agency and they might want to get out. Hey, have you heard about that guy, Jaylen Brown?
No, what's his name?
Jaylen Brown?
Is that the guy that can't hold on to the ball too much going to the middle?
Yeah, he needs to take the pressure off him somehow. It ain't his fault, darn it, that they lost. It's Rick Grossbeck's, darn it.
It's fault.
Yeah, Rick Grossbeck. Well, actually, I think we can
step up.
Actually, we can probably, if we look at it and we're honest, we can actually say that it's both of their faults, Brown and Grossbeck. So you guys should just stick together and try to work this out.
There you go.
Okay. And see what happens with Missoula. But what have you noticed in these two games?
Determination. Great coaching.
Yeah.
What am I missing?
And that about sums it up. Determination and great coaching. And I'd say focus. Because these guys can stay focused for 48 minutes. I mean, Miami never, they might get lost in the sauce for a little bit because you turned it on and you think you're overwhelming them. Yeah, okay. They missed a couple of shots. Yeah, okay. They keep coming.
And you know what else? They're not overworking their players. So they're averaging a little. Miami got Adebayo and Butler doing 40 minutes, but everybody else is less than 32 or less. Denver, everybody's less than 40 minutes. Well, Jokic is doing 42 minutes, and everybody else is less than 39 minutes, 39 or less.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get Jokic some rest.
Yeah, that might be a necessity but somebody else got to step up and start scoring more, so he can get rest.
Well, now that you pointed out, Spoelstra's going deep in this bench. He's going 5 deep, and the Nuggets are only going 3 deep.
Yep. And I think that's the balance that teams need. Even if somebody comes in and scores 4 points, 3 points, 9 points, it's points.
Well, not even scores points, but gets up there and gets a couple of rebounds, plays good hard defense, a couple of steals, sets a good hard pick, makes an assist, gets a couple of assists. Well, just fill it up. You don't have to score a bunch of points, but just fill it up.
That's it. So that can get a real breather and they can get back in there. But when you don't have a deep enough bench that you're willing to play, like Celtics, you'll kill your starters. You'll
killing your starters, just leaving them out there. They're like a horse that you just keep whipping and say, "Let's go, let's go."
7 games is a long series, man.
It's a long series, and Spoelstra played 6 players in the first game, and 5 players. Off the bench. So 6 players off the bench in the first game, and 5 players off the bench in the second game. So Erick Spoelstra, Spo as they call him, Coach Spo, he's dealing this like a Vegas car dealer. He knows what he's doing out there. And on the other hand, Mark Malone played only 3 in the first and 3 in the second. A bunch of do not play coach's decision. I wish I could show you the sheet here. DNP coach's decision, where he didn't play them at all. They didn't get off the bench. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people sitting on that bench getting nothing but clapping time. You gotta keep I'm learning more from even though I hate Coach Spo. I hate's the pejorative word. It's just meant to show emotion. I don't like them. I'm learning a lot from watching these guys.
He was taught by the big 3.
Yeah.
So trust and believe. During that time, he wasn't doing much coaching when them boys were down there. But since they left, he's had his sparks where he's kind of coast through the doggone season, and he's bringing it up come playoff time, man.
Well, yeah, he didn't have to do much coaching when he had Wade and James and Bosch there.
Bosch, yeah.
But I guarantee you this, and you can check with Magic Johnson. It don't matter what you think there's a star next to your name. If you play for Pat Riley, you better be ready to show some guts. And that's why LeBron was only there 4 years.
Well, he went there. He got what he wanted. He wanted a ring, and he got up out of there.
Yeah, LeBron said, "This ain't for me. You want me to do what?
Play more, harder? No.
Play like I should, play? You want me to, no, excuse me. I got my own style of playing. I'm going to Cleveland. I'm going to tell you something about LeBron James. One of the smartest players I've ever seen play. Okay, but with that thing in his chest, see, the heart's in your brain. But, I think that's what Riley, and if he had to stay with Riley, if he had to brought in, he probably could have won a lot more championships down there. But he doesn't want that type of thing. It would have been good for him, but he was already too rich. He could go wherever he wanted. So when he didn't want to buy in, he said, "Who wants me?" Cleveland said, "Come on back. Come on back. We know." What did Cleveland do when he left? You remember that?
What?
The first time. How did they react? How did the owner react?
I don't remember.
They were burning LeBron jerseys.
Shirts, right.
He said LeBron will never play here again. Dan Gilbert, Mr. the quintessential nice guy owner. That LeBron James will never play here again. They were burning LeBron shirts. He was hosting burning LeBron shirts parties and everything, and vilifying him. Huh?
Well, he didn't have what he needed there in Cleveland, and they wasn't getting it for him. So that's why he left. But he did them a justice by coming back and winning them a championship. And then once he committed and did that, then he moved on.
He did them a justice. LeBron didn't go back until they got all the players that he wanted. LeBron ain't doing nobody justice.
But they wouldn't do that before.
LeBron does justice to himself, and that's the point with him. He has no heart. See, I ain't got no sacred cows. They ain't nobody. Even my best player that I love, Michael Jordan, has faults. Okay, big time. And Scottie Pippen is telling the truth that he said he wasn't the best teammate. Nobody is surprised by that. But yeah, LeBron James ain't doing nobody a solid except for him. If you don't get all the players in there that he wants and the right coach that he wants, he ain't coming to play. So he makes it look like he's doing you a favor, but actually he's doing himself the favor.
Well, you can look at it that way. But again, when he was there, before he went to Miami, they wouldn't do that. He went to Miami, won, then they did it, and then he went back.
He was kind of lucky that it happened that way. They had Kyrie, but they went out and got Kevin Love.
Kyrie was there before he left.
No, I don't think so. It's not. It was his first year. He wasn't coming off. He was coming off the bench or something. But I think Kyrie came after he was. Well, should have been after he was gone. Kyrie thought he was running the show and brought LeBron back. But anyway, Kyrie's an excellent point guard when he's in his right mind. Then they had Kevin Love at his prime. You see those 10 rebounds that Kevin Love had? That's the type of thing. He used to get in between 10 and 20 rebounds a game and 20 points.
Wow.
So he was that type of guy. They went out and got some other guys. So they went out and Tristan Thompson when he was in his prime. They had a loaded boat. LeBron won't play unless he gets a loaded boat because he's lazy. Okay? That's right. He want to play a Hogan. He want to act like he does a modern thing. I'm gonna play you I'll play the Hogan, but I ain't playing no defense. So he really ain't but playing half a game, even though he's out there 40 minutes. He always want to look like he's tired. Listen, LeBron plays out of position and he's lazy and he has no heart. He's a stat man, and he could have went and made that team that he was on before he left Cleveland better. But all he wants to play is that point guard thing. He won't go down there and do anything else but get his stats. Now, I already told you. I used to have season tickets. It's my friend here, Erick James knows. I used to go watch the games. Probably not I don't know if a smarter player than diagnosing plays and diagrams and everything than LeBron James. I'm telling you the truth. I've seen him do it out there on the floor. So that being said, he still lacks the other things he could have gave, but he doesn't want to give. He wants to hold back and behave as if he can't. He could do it. This guy could do it if he wanted to. He can get down there and play on the blocks and absorb some punishment and get some rebounds and set up Kyrie, because he ain't going to want to take the last shot anyway. Never does.
There it is. There it is.
He does all the pretending he wants. He passing that ball for that last shot. Ask Ray Allen and Mario Chalmers and Kyrie Irving. Everybody else has to make a big shot for LeBron James at the end. But that being said, that is it. But at least we're not talking about the team in Boston. We're talking about the Cavaliers or whatever. But with that, you see going forward, do you see Denver winning any games in Miami?
Yeah, at least one, if not two. Absolutely.
They got 2 games in Miami, right?
Yeah, 2. They're going to win one of the 2. Miami's not going to sweep them.
Well, it ain't going to be a sweep now because the Denver won one.
Well, it would be a sweep if they lose the rest of them. They ain't going to lose the rest of them.
I think Miami's going to take these 2 in Miami.
2?
And listen, I'm not going to bet on it because this is the reason why I have a Miami shirt here. Shows you how much all this knowledge is worth when the game is played. Okay.
2? Come on.
But we gotta have what should the stakes be?
Come on,
I'll be home in a week or so.
Come on, Donnie. Come on, Donnie. Come on.
Okay.
Donnie.
Yeah, I'm not scared.
Come on, Donnie.
I got lunch for you. If how are we gonna do this now? Because I'm not gonna say. You know what? I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna say I got lunch. The Miami Heat are gonna take 2 in a row in Miami, or else I got lunch when I get back in town.
No worries. We'll do lunch anyway, but it doesn't matter.
I'll end up paying for it if Miami doesn't take 2. So now I'm rooting for Miami.
Miami. Miami? My old
The Heat.
traitor. Oh,
They're
traitor.
so corny. They're so corny down here with the Heat. But
I ain't
Pat,
rooting for 'em. I'm just saying they ain't taking two.
they ain't taking two.
Not
But
two in a row.
I already know you rooting for the Nuggets.
I ain't rooting for them, but I just think that's the winning team.
I think the Heat are going to be the winning team.
Well,
It's
we're gonna watch that foul shot disparity that my colleague has brought my attention to. Right now, it's even.
It's even. When it's even, what happens?
May the best man win. We'll see
When
what
it's
goes.
even, Miami's winning. They were doing the Celtics the same way. It was basically an even. They weren't even.
Celtics gave them games away. Especially
right.
Game 7. They literally gave games. Now look here. Now, if you got two so-called stars on a team, if me and Clay are playing on a team, we're both the star, and I go down, what's Clay's job to do?
I got to step it up, baby.
There you go. Or vice versa. If we're at war together, we're on the street together, and one of us go down, but the villain's still out there, guess what the other guy got to do?
You got to step up.
You got to get that dude. I ain't letting that dude go. You ain't going to put my partner down and get away. That's a negative.
No, that's a negative.
Doing that.
That's going to get got. That's going to get got.
You know, that fighting spirit, man.
But here's the thought to me, that when that happens, you should always be second instinct to you, because you should have that fighting instinct in you to do that. I mean, you've been waiting, okay? If you've been sharing duties with somebody, you've been waiting for the times, oh, shoot, well, you know what? Now it's all on me. I'm going to do this. I got to make this. I'm going to go down the ball of flames. Either I'm going to be the hero, or I'm going down the ball of flames. I won't be going down just watching things happen. I'm going to be making steals. I will fall out of a game. Like Cedric Maxey said, when Bernard King was scoring 50 points on people, he said, Bernard King won't score 50 points on me. And they played the Celtics the next week. The Knicks did. And he didn't get 50 points on Cedric, because Cedric fouled out when he had 45.
That's it. You know what? You would show determination
right
by your strong points. Driving to the hole and running over people versus getting picked every time you come to the hole. If you're getting picked, then you got to try something else.
You got to try something else.
Keep that ball a lot closer to your doggone body and pay more attention to who's. I mean, they got his game down so good, man. He just stopped. He just stopped and started throwing up some threes.
He just stopped.
Man, they took his heart right out of his chest, man.
Took his heart right out of him.
Crazy.
But, that could be a learning experience, Mr. Brown.
Well, everything's a learning experience.
Every disappointment becomes a learning experience. So don't let us harp on it to the point where you think that it's something that has to live with you. Nothing has to live with you. It is just merely a stepping stone. Every obstacle is a stepping stone towards you getting to your goal. And obviously there's something that's blocking there. You have to go a little bit deeper and look into it so you can move on and get past that. And it won't be when you go with another team either. Hate to tell you that. But it looks like that might be in motion.
Well, I mean, again, what other team wants you now?
Oh, there's plenty of teams that want him.
But think about it.
It's regular season.
But think about it. When things got tough and he should have toughened up, he didn't take that step to do that. So I'm saying, there are teams that want him because of his past play.
Right.
But for that last showdown, some teams are going to kind of second guess. Well, I want you, but you're not going to be my main guy.
But see, that's the reason why you're not a GM in the NBA.
Yeah.
See, you're not a GM in the NBA because, you think too logical. And that's the truth, because I've watched James Harden get put on year after year like people expect him to do something, and he's been folding since he was in OKC.
Oh, well.
People give him big contracts wherever he goes, but anything's been happening. Yeah, he's been that type of player. So I'm not saying, Jaylen Brown, that you're that type of player to fold. That's not it. I've seen you come through. I've seen you do some good things. I think it was a bad game at a bad time. And I think now you have the impetus to improve your game, ratchet it up another notch, okay? And make this about winning. And then you're going to have to put that on your coach too. You're going to have to go in there and tell your coach, hey, listen, what is Miami doing that you're not doing? Because how you let them beat us when we got better talent? That's right. You're going to have to step into your coach and start saying things, and he's going to have to get up on his game. So it's going to take all of that and more. But the choice is always yours.
A lot of homework to be done.
A lot of
Take a
homework. And we're off the
vacation.
phone. We got to get going here because we've been on for a little while here. If you let us talk, we would talk for the rest of the day. With that being said, any final words?
Go Denver.
Now that made this bet go Miami. And I got to tell you something. Since Miami's been so scrappy, I'm kind of going in the direction anyway. Because when a guy like Gabe Vincent is stoic and so committed to winning, I can't help but start thinking, these guys got something. We'll see what happens. We will see you on Thursday. The game is Wednesday night. We will see you on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. I guess this is intro out, exit out music. Intro and exit out. Gabe Vincent. Who would thought I would become a Gabe Vincent fan? But I tell you, it's tough. This guy, he's right there. That's the guy you want on your team.
32 minutes, 8 for 12 shooting, 4 of 6 on the 3-point land, 3 for 3 at the foul line, plus 22 and 23 points. We'll see what you got for the next game, Mr. Gabe.
Ooh, it sounds like a challenge to me.
We'll see what you got for the next.
That sounds like a challenge, Gabe.
We're gonna highlight that.
Don't let him talk to you like that, Gabe.
All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna see how consistent you are, Mr. Gabe.
And with that, we're out of here.